Absolutely stoked for this show. We got one of the best period players, period, in the 2027 class joining the show. Let's talk to Yahzeen Zion. Let's go.
You are Locked On Badgers, your daily podcast on the Wisconsin Badgers. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
What is going on, Badger fans? Welcome to Locked On Badgers, your team every single day, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, the #1 sports podcast network. Today's episode brought to you by FanDuel. The biggest stage in world soccer is here. Let there be goals on FanDuel. Visit FanDuel.com to get started now. Today's episode, we got the man joining. Yahzeen Zion joins, scouting his game, the journey to Wisconsin. Some of your questions for him. Let's bring him in. Let's waste no time. Yahzeen, thank you so much for joining the show, my friend. I appreciate you.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you. What's going on, Badgers?
Let's go. I'm excited for this one. You may see me smiling because we've been breaking down the film for a couple weeks, man.
Man, I see.
And listen, Badger Nation's excited. This is obviously you bring kind of a unique explosiveness to the field. Like, how would you describe your game?
I would say explosive get off for sure. Like, cause collision. I make feels in the back play. I think, and I have a good. I think I have a decent run game. I for surely can have more pieces to my run game.
Let me ask you this: when did you start playing organized football?
This was like my first year, like first season of football, my first varsity season, year of football in general.
Have you been? And I'm gonna put up your stats and some of your background here too. Have you been working with a trainer? So one of the things I was talking to Brian Smith, who's on the show, and he said this kid is advanced for playing 1 year of football. Like, where does some of that come from?
I'll say my D-line coach. That's what we do, like every Friday group training every week. And I'll get extra training like before that. But I'll say, my D-line coach. I train with him.
What's the background on – because you're a hooper. You used to play a ton of basketball. When did you switch? Like, what caused the kind of switch in, I'm going to go football. This is going to be what I do.
Yeah, I'll say – I think when I met my coach, it was like through my mom, my uncle. It was like through a family event, and like when he seen me, it was like one of like the freshman coaches. I think I was in like 8th grade. He was like, holy, like, do you play football? Like, nah, I'm a basketball player, but I always wanted to try football because I think football would be fun. And then after that, going to my freshman year, I was playing basketball, and then my sophomore year, I was gonna play basketball. And then I had my chance to go to the school my coach I was talking to, and I went there, and I started playing football after that.
What was your hoops game like?
The whole game? So I'll say I'll be on that rim. I can get on the rim. I have a dribble. I have a midi. I can do it all.
What better feeling, hitting that game-winning three or sacking the quarterback off the edge?
Sacking the quarterback, for sure. That's why I fell in love with that, for sure.
Do you remember your first sack?
First sack? I think it was my my second game.
What was that like? What was that feeling like?
It felt amazing, man. I was like, I wanted to get after it for more, for sure.
When did the first offer come? Like, when did college coaches kind of just start knocking down your door?
It was, I think, my first week of attending Desert Edge. I got my offer the first week of me attending Desert Edge.
What is that feeling like to get that first offer?
It felt amazing, for sure. Like, I was like, damn, like, for real? Well, I couldn't believe it. But that made me want to put in the extra work in for surely more.
Where is your next? Because you're still, again, pretty young to the game, which I think is crazy when you watch the film. What's the next thing? And we got a couple questions in our Discord about it too. What's the next thing you're working on? Like, what's your next level for football?
Next level. I would for surely say pad level. That's one thing I try to work on, me and my D-line coach and other coaches that say it's for surely better to work on.
And then with some of the pass rushing moves, because obviously you beat people off the edge pretty quickly, but you also have a bit of a power move, spin move, use hands pretty well.
Yeah.
Is that stuff coming from your D-line coach? Is some of that just natural to you?
I think some of it is natural. I think me coming off the edge, I think it's come from hooping, basketball, like my footwork, quickness. I think it comes from basketball for sure.
I was going to ask you about that. And you kind of hit on it, which I think makes sense. Being a basketball guy growing up, I feel like that's probably made you a better football player.
Yeah, that's what I think. That's what me and my brother talk about all the time.
Is older or younger brother?
Yeah, older brother.
You guys get in competition?
Yeah, we used to be in competition all the time. But he's heading out to Oregon for basketball.
Nice. That's a heck of an athletic family.
Yeah,
Talk to me about another thing that I find interesting is a lot of hoopers, and don't take this the wrong way, a lot of hoopers are kind of soft.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I watch your film, and it'd be one thing if you were just a pass rusher, but you are just clocking people.
Yeah. That's what all coaches say. Yeah.
Where did the physicality come from? Because that is something a lot of athletes struggle with football. It's not the physical tools, it's being physical. You kind of have both of those. Where's the physicality come from?
I'll say probably from my D-line coach for sure. Like just my coaching staff at Desert Edge football. That's what everything's about, is being violent. So that's where that comes from.
Give a shout out to the defensive line coach because you've talked about him a couple of times. What's his name and what's he about?
Oh, that's my man's Coach Ryan. He's everything. He played for he was in the NFL for I think 5 years, but he played for the UCLA. But yeah, he's a great guy overall. He has a kid on the team. He's great too. He's a linebacker, I believe.
Well, and how about this one? Speaking of linebackers, Nathan Jones, your teammate there, also committed to the Badgers. Talk to me about Nathan Jones.
Yeah, man, I'm excited for that, man. He's for surely on my neck about coming to Wisconsin. I was like, hey, I always told him, I was like, we're gonna see. For surely see.
What's his game like? Because he's a guy also you turn on the film and that's a pretty impressive player as well.
Yeah, he's more of like off an edge guy. He can play inside too, like off a linebacker position. But yeah, I'll say he's explosive. He's violent too, for surely, and he can do it all.
What do you think your coaches would say about you as a kind of a player, a leader, a person?
Oh, I'll say my coach. I'm for sure the leader on the field. For sure, yeah, I'm a leader, and I'll say my coaches. They say sky's the limit for me. They're like, my head coach. I don't know if you've seen the post. My man's Evan Floods. About my head coach, he was talking about. He was like, I have athletic traits and skills that he never seen before, and I agree with him for sure.
Let me ask you this: because again, transitioning from basketball to football, you're listed at about 270 now? Is that pretty accurate?
Yeah, that's accurate. Yeah.
How big do you think you're going to end up getting? How big do you want to get?
They say they want me projected as around 270, 280, and I could be big edge, 3-tech. So yeah, that's what I'll say.
Has the Badger, and this is one of the questions we got later, so maybe we'll get into it, but has the Badgers coaching staff kind of talked to you about, hey, this is where we see you in our defense?
Yeah, that's another big reason why I committed there, because I had a verbal just future where I'm going to be at, playing at, and like everything. So yeah.
Where do you like playing the most? Do you like playing on the inside? Is it better on the edge for you?
I say anywhere on the line. I can get it anywhere on the line. That's what me personally.
As long as you can hit the quarterback?
Yeah, as long as I can hit somebody, get past somebody, for sure.
What's your goal? Like, I think I read this, but let me know if I'm wrong. Were you planning on enrolling early?
Yeah.
Was that a hard decision for you?
Yeah, I for sure said it was a hard decision, but the best decision for sure.
Dude, this is awesome stuff. Yeah. We're going to take a break here. We're going to come back. I am so curious about your recruiting journey, the journey to Wisconsin, some of the people you interacted with, this 2027 class that is becoming one of the better classes in the country. We're going to talk about all of that next on Locked On Badgers with the one and only Yahzeen Zion. That's coming up next on Locked On Badgers. But first, a quick second for our tremendous friends of the show. And a quick second, as always, say thank you for tuning into Locked On Badgers. Tremendously grateful when you get guests like this on. Today's episode is brought to you by our great partners over at FanDuel. The biggest stage in world soccer is here, and every match feels like it has the potential for a memorable moment. One goal can completely change the energy of a game, shift momentum, and alter the outcome in an instant. And that's what makes tournament soccer so exciting. Opening whistle to final kick, and FanDuel's giving fans another reason to stay locked into every match with every goal pays. Bet on a match and get bonus bets for every goal scored in that match. More goals means more bonus bets. All you have to do is turn on your token. And this year, or this summer, it's all been about USA for me. I've been watching every match. They're 2-1. They just lost to Turkey, but they're moving on. And it's so exciting and awesome. I'm following the journey, and I'm really excited for it. looking for those matchups where you can get maybe a few extra goals. From the opening whistle to the final kick, let there be goals on FanDuel. Visit FanDuel.com to get started today. All right, let's come back into this again. Tremendous guest on the show today. Also, let everybody know we have that Locked On Everydayers program if you're interested in it. That link is in the show notes. Talk to me about this, Yahzeen, because I want to put up kind of your background, what we have written down here, but you have offers from the who's who of college football. I mean, LSU, Oklahoma. Yeah. How do you even go about narrowing something like that down?
I'll say, like, the relationship you have with the coaches. If they're interacting with you, if they're texting you, calling you, yeah.
What was the first interaction like with Wisconsin?
It was great. I had a first interaction. It was with Coach Whitlow, and it was amazing. It was with me and my teammates. He was telling me about everything. Coach Fickle, how he's a defensive lineman. Like, yeah, it was amazing for sure.
What is Coach Whitlow like?
Coach Whitlow, he looks like he's a funny dude, but when I asked the players, he was like, hey, he's pretty serious on the field.
So obviously, you're confident that's the type of guy that's going to get the most out of you.
Yeah, for sure. Him and Coach Mitch, they're both amazing guys.
So Coach Mitchell, Coach Whitlow. Who else maybe from Wisconsin did you talk to? Did you talk to like Pat Lambert?
Yeah, Pat. Yeah, that's my man's right there. Pat, he's a great guy.
Let me ask you this. What kind of stood – because certainly a lot of colleges have good coaches and recruiters. What was different about Wisconsin? Was it with Pat Lambert and those guys? You mentioned relationships. What did they do maybe a little differently?
They came down here like I think like 3 times, and it was Chris Worley. That's my man's right there too. He came down here for a couple of my practices. And and then when I touched down to Wisconsin, I thought it was gonna be like cornfields. I didn't know how it was gonna look like. So when I touched down there, and I seen the city, the lake, I think I fell in love with it for sure. There's
a lot of people that come to Wisconsin, especially Madison and Yahzeen. They have the same thought you do. It's gonna be cornfields, and then they get to Madison. Yeah, this place is ridiculous.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think that's what did it for me.
What's the favorite part of the city? Like, what's the one? I mean, you mentioned a couple things, but like, what really stood out to you?
I think the hotel we stayed in, like the lake view, it was amazing. I was like, this is something I can look at every day.
Are you gonna go ice fishing?
Ice fishing, yeah. I wanted to try that. Yeah,
I love it. Sure. You're gonna fit right in, my man. You're gonna fit right in.
That's my man.
Talk to me a little bit about the other kids in this 2027 class. Like, obviously, we talked about your teammate who's a wrecking ball. Talked about yourself. Who else in this class have you maybe made a connection with?
I met Brody. I forgot to say his last name.
Yeah,
and Texas foot commit. Yeah, he's a good guy, and he looks like an explosive player too. He'll for surely fit good in like the 27 D lineman.
What's your goal when you get to campus?
I get to campus. Go to get to campus. Be focused on school. That's one important thing for me and my family. And just thrive every day. Just want to develop every day, get better.
Well, I wanted to ask you this, man, because certainly Arizona, that's a trek up to Wisconsin. Like, what was your family's reaction? Did they want you to stay close to home? What was their reaction to you to Wisconsin?
The first reaction was the weather. They're like, "Oh, how you gonna handle it?" They just kept nagging me about that. I was like, "I think I'll be good."
Listen, can I tell you a little side story here? So I was born in Tucson. So I grew up in Arizona. Used to spend every summer down there. I spent every winter in Wisconsin. I'm telling you, winter is got its own beauty to it, man, and it makes you appreciate the summer even more.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you gotta appreciate it.
And by the way, there's nothing. Let me tell you something. There's nothing better than football and snow.
That's what I was saying. I was like, I'm telling you, football, snow, and like maybe rain.
Talk to me about, because this is another thing. You have such an interesting journey, and a lot of Division I athletes do. What is the official visit like for people who don't go on it? Like, what did you do? What stood out to you? What was your favorite part?
I'll say like the creativity for sure. Like on official visits, and the family hang around, like the relationships we have with the coaches, staff, and the players also.
What'd you think of Camp Randall?
Camp Randall, it was amazing stadium. You're talking stadium, right? Camp Randall.
Yep.
Yeah, it was an amazing stadium. I seen it through on like the top. I was like, after I seen that, I was talking to my man, Chris Worley. I was like, yeah, this is showing.
Have you seen a video of the jump around yet?
Yeah, jump around. That was one of my favorite things, and my little siblings love that.
So
jump around.
Your first one, man, like during the season, big moments, the stadium will almost shake. It's like a little earthquake. It's phenomenal.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. I was like, yeah, I need to experience that for sure.
So curious on this, what's the worst part of the recruiting process?
Worst part, I'll probably say like the time process about like you putting work in. Like I wanted to show my recruitment up to like Wisconsin, but like my top like like you need a top 5 and all that. But I'll probably say like the process to it, like just the timing. But you feel me? It's a blessing for sure though.
Is it hard to say no to some people? Like do certain people don't take it? I'm not certainly asking for any names or colleges, but like is it more difficult for some than others?
Yeah, for sure. Like some colleges they cannot take no. They keep calling your phone. They're like, oh, what happened? Was this? Was that? I was like, you feel me?
Again, without asking for any, certainly not going to put you on the spot desk for any particular names or schools or anything like that, but that has to be tough almost, right? As a 17-year-old trying to like,
Yeah.
no, I'm good. And these people keep calling me. And as you mentioned, it's obviously a blessing, but it's also got to be a lot, right?
Yeah, for surely.
Mm.
It's a lot on your shoulders.
How do you deal with social media?
How did I get with social media?
Because there's got to be fans from basically every fan base, kind of.
Yeah, Twitter, Instagram. Yeah, it's Twitter. Yeah, it gets crazy.
Do you just shut it off, or?
No, yeah. When I was at Wisconsin actually, and I committed, and I was the coaches. Like my phone was just like moving on the table. They're like, "Hey, what I tell you?" I was like, "This stuff gets crazy."
Let me ask you this, man, because it's got to be easy to build an ego, right? If you're 17, 16, you have 50, 60 college offers, all these fan bases after you. How do you stay humbled?
I say just keep your head down, keep working. Like you don't have to keep your circle small, but like keep the people around you that want you around, that want to help you out.
Yeah, that's well said. What was the Badgers coach's reaction when you committed?
Oh, my man's Mitch, he was jumping. My man's Coach Fickle, my man's Pat. It was amazing.
You know, we hear a lot of good things on this show about Coach Mitchell. And we talked about Coach Whitlow already, but what is kind of unique about Coach Mitchell? What makes him such a good recruiter?
I would say, like, he's a hype man for sure. He was hyping me up the whole trip. He's a great guy, great family guy. You know, him and his wife, yeah, they're great people.
I love it. If you have a second, we have some questions from people in the Discord. If you have a few more minutes, we'll take some of those. I have one more ad break, but we'll get your questions in the Discord, including some people just welcoming you to Madison, man.
Yeah,
like it's a lot of excited Badger fans for this. We'll come back to that one last segment with the one and only Yahzeen Zion. But first, a quick second for our friends of the show, and a quick second, as always, to say thank you for tuning into Locked On Badgers. Today's episode brought to you by our tremendous friends over at Odoo. Running a business, listen, it shouldn't be overly complicated with a bunch of systems that were never designed to work together. You have an app for accounting, investing, you have one for sales and marketing, and then none of those apps work together. And it's crazy and it's insane. And that's where Odoo comes in. Odoo is an all-in-one business management software that brings every part of your business together in one powerful platform. Sales, accounting, inventory, marketing, everything works in one place, helping your team move faster, stay organized, and focus on growing the business instead of managing software. The best organizations know that success isn't about talent. It's about having everyone working towards the same goal. That's true in sports too. Look at this 27 recruiting class. You kidding me? You got a guy like Yahzeen Zion. You got Nathan Jones. You got Brody. You got this offensive line class. All of that working together to push the Badgers forward. Let's go. Just like Odoo, operations matter. And everybody's got a vision. They stick to it and you move in the same direction. And that's what Odoo is here to help you. Great organizations win because operations matter. And that's why you should go get Odoo. Try for free today at odoo.com/lockedon. That's odoo.com/lockedon. Let's come back here, finish off this show. And again, extremely grateful to be able to have Yahzeen Zion on the show. Let me bang some of these questions out. We had a lot of people throw questions my way on the Discord. People are excited to be able to talk to you, man. We answered a couple of them already. Tori, what's your favorite food?
Favorite food? I'll say wings. Wings and fries. For sure.
Dude, I love wings. Let's go.
That'll do it.
Let me ask you this. If you had to cook a meal to impress somebody, what are you cooking?
A steak.
Yeah,
steak for sure.
Chris wants to know, connection to Jelani George, also on that loaded defense you guys play on. Went up to Madison for a visit as well. What's he like? And do you talk to him at all about where he might end up?
Yeah, that's my little bro. We was just getting some work in today. But yeah, I was telling him, I'm like, hey, yeah, Wisconsin. I was like, it's a good spot for you. He was like, yeah. He was like, he'll consider that for sure.
Love it. Zach Bartz says, hey, welcome to Madison. We talked about your pad level. He asked, what do you want to work on the most this upcoming year? How do you work on your pad level? Like, are there specific drills you're working on right now? Like, what does that look like?
Yeah, I would say like the tent. I don't know what it calls, but like a tent, you stay and you get low and you explode out of it. But other than that, I'll probably say my first step. I'll for sure want to get my first step more, so I have a more violent stab and all that. Yeah.
Your first step's already pretty elite.
Yeah, that's what they want to say. But me personally, I feel like I can get it better.
Let me ask you this: do you play video games at all?
Video games, yeah, I play college sports, stuff like that.
Okay, so are you gonna? Because you're gonna be in EA Sports, college game. Are you gonna play yours yourself?
Yeah, I have to. That's a goal for sure.
Dude, I love that. What should your speed rating be? EA Sports.
I want speed to be at least 89. I think I can get that for defense line.
How about pass rush finesse?
Pass rush, 94.
I love it. Tackling,
99, 98.
Let's go. Dude, I love it. We talked a little bit about the role the team looked for you. How about Badger Thays? What was your supper for official visit? What was the favorite thing you ate on your official visit?
Everything. I'll say they made like macaroni, Alfredo macaroni in front of you, and like you put like all types of things in it. It was amazing.
That's awesome. Any players you model your game after, college or pro?
Well, I'll say I watch Myles Garrett. I want to get my pass rush game like Myles Garrett for sure.
That's awesome. Eilers, who is a Badger fan, lives in Arizona. A couple of Arizona kids going up, right? Jai Jones, a receiver, Nathan Jones, yourself. Is that pipeline kind of cool for you guys?
Yeah, that's an AZ pipeline. Yeah, I think it's a lot of AZ boys going out to Madison. I think that's great.
Do you guys think that's something that you guys go up there, success, help kind of maybe talk to the next group of Arizona kids? That's something that you guys can help.
Yeah, I think that's something we can like add on to like the class 28 in the future, class 29, class 2030, like stuff like that for sure.
Dude, love it. I love this question here. Badger football has a pulse. Since you committed to Wisconsin, Brady Collins, strength and conditioning staff. Does the Wisconsin staff send you anything to work on, or are you still just kind of working on what your high school staff wants to work on?
Yeah, my man's Coach Mitch. He was sending me videos like as soon as I came. He's like, I'm sending videos I want you to work on. He's on stuff like that. Yeah.
Like, what are a few? Not asking you for anything behind the door, but like, what are a few basic things he's kind of saying? Like, let's work on these things.
Yeah, he was just showing like videos of like other players. So he was just showing me like example of things. She was like, it's just like was saying pad level low, stay square, move hips, stuff like that.
Love it, dude. Did you try Culver's from Poncho?
Culver's better.
Culver's the fast food restaurant. Did you get a chance to try it?
What, Honcho?
Yeah, well, Honcho's one of the people that asked a question. He's asking, did you get a chance to try Culver's?
Culver's, oh yeah.
How was it?
Culver's better than In-N-Out. I do like the burger. I do like the burger more than In-N-Out. So I'll say yeah.
There we go.
Say, yeah.
Let's keep going here. We talked about this one. Jane Toronto wants to know, is there a number one reason you chose Wisconsin? We talked about a bunch of stuff. Was it primarily relationships?
No, I wouldn't say relationships. I would say like the schemes. Like I think I could see like when I was like looking at the scheme and everything, like I could see me there.
Is there a team you're most excited to play? Like, so it's in the Big Ten. You got Ohio State, Michigan, USC. Like, is there a team?
I'll say USC. That was the team I was looking at. I was like, yeah, that's the game I would be looking forward to play.
What's a hidden talent you have? Like, if you're not playing sports, what is something you might be doing?
Hidden talent. I'll say playing basketball. I think playing basketball hidden talent.
Dude, is that how you unwind?
Huh?
Is that how you unwind? Like, is basketball like your?
Yeah, I think basketball. That's what keeps me on track. It keeps me conditioned. It keeps me That's what I love.
I love that. Who's a role model in your life? Like a mentor in your life?
I'll say my big brother and my mom.
What's your big brother like?
But he's a cool dude. Like I see him I see him get hated on, and he's kept going. So I think he encouraged me for sure.
Do you think some of your competitiveness comes from the fact that you have an older brother, super athletic kid? He said he's going to Oregon. Is that where some of that comes from?
Yeah, me and him been competing for like a whole life, so I think that's for sure where it comes from.
Dude, I appreciate this so much. Just a couple questions on the way out the door. First one is it pretty locked down for Wisconsin now? Like, is this, for the recruiting journey itself?
Yeah, I said, yeah, me and Wisconsin, yeah, we're locked in. It's on Wisconsin.
Yeah, I love it. Last question here, man. And again, super appreciate the time. What is your message to Badger fans? Like, who are they getting when Yahzeen Zion steps foot on the campus?
I'm not trying to sound cocky, but they're getting that guy. I want to be that guy when I go to Wisconsin.
I love it. He is Yahzeen Zion. Go watch the film. Tremendous get for the Badgers in this 2027 class. And honestly, I'm so grateful to have had 20 minutes with you today, man. I really appreciate it.
Appreciate you.
On Wisconsin as always, and we will definitely talk to you guys tomorrow.
Yeah, go Badgers.